Hey there guys, and welcome to a very quick update video on the Let's Torture Sheepdog Time Tenchi 2 situation. You may have noticed that even though we of course passed the 250-25 that I laid down for you guys, it ended up unfortunately have running into a bit of a trouble. Because the developers of the game contacted me and basically said you have to take this video down because they want me to follow their YouTube policy, which is, where is it? Here we go. So their YouTube policy is one, please don't go beyond the point of the second time trip in the story, which of course I didn't do, but could have done if you guys kept liking it and watching. Two, please space your videos out up to 2 per week. Three, please keep the video length to no more than 15 to 20 minutes. Four, please include a link to our store page in your video's description. The link is below, and I've linked the store page on the description now. And five, gameplay videos only, please, so everyone can enjoy. So yeah, my video is 30 minutes long because I was going to only do kind of I was only going to do kind of about 20 minutes or so. But I ended up going over 20, over my usual 20 to 25. Ended up doing 30 minutes, so that's basically why they have a problem with the thing is pretty much because it's too long, and they're basically saying to me that I have to take the video down. Now I don't have any particular animosity towards them. But I feel because of the nature of my video that maybe they have a problem with my video, and that's why they're kind of, messaging me, because I was laughing at the game and calling it stupid and all that kind of thing. Because they basically messaged me and said, you have to adhere to our YouTube policy. They're like, please reduce the length of the video accordingly, or remove and re-upload a shorter version. And that's not how Let's Torture Sheepdog works. It's just basically pick a game that I'm not going to enjoy, and you guys force me to play it by carrying on watching and liking the video. And obviously, with this series, I'm probably going to run into developers who get a little bit hurt by that, because, you make your own games, you like what you like, fair play, but when someone goes like, oh, this is a shit game, you're going to obviously, have a bad reaction to that. And I have a feeling that's why they kind of, had a little bit of a go at me for that. And interestingly enough, number 3, please keep the video length no more than 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not going to go like really in depth because they haven't done anything yet, and I haven't actually finished corresponding with them. I sent them a few questions and that. But one of the things I noticed was that there's a YouTuber who played the other Time Tenchi, a much bigger YouTuber than me. I think he's got, hundreds of thousands of subscribers and, lots of views on his videos and that. And he actually released videos every other day, I think. So, like 4 in a week. And he went over the 50... before, they said, before the YouTube policy was video length no more than 12 to 15 minutes. And because quite a few of his videos went over, even up to almost 20 minutes, I think. So it's interesting that they've changed, please keep the video length. I don't know, last edited 45 minutes ago. So yeah, they literally edited it about an hour ago to say 15 to 20 minutes instead of 12 to 15 minutes. which makes me think that they're going to message me back now and say, well, what are you talking about? We yeah, basically to allow that bigger YouTuber to, stay within the time limits. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Pretty much, I don't particularly want it to turn into a thing, but just the pure fact that I was as understanding as I could be, considering they're trying to mess with my series, and yeah, it's their game, but the the whole thing kind of, it does fall under fair use, as far as I'm aware. Like, they can't have, as far as I know, they can't really have YouTube guidelines on what you can and can't do. When you play their game, like, yeah, fair enough. There are some things like, asking people to include the link to the store page in the description. I'm happy to do that, but just kind of going, you spend all your time and all your energy, and it's a lot of work to play a game like that, in a way, because I've got to make it interesting, and it's just basically a game about tits. But I put out the video. It's about 30 minutes long, and it's up for a couple of days, and it did well. It did decently. If I have to re-upload it, you guys aren't going to watch it again. It's the exact same stuff. Like why would you watch a new version of that? I don't have the footage anymore, so I'll have to either download the footage from YouTube, edit it, and then re-upload it, or I've got to re-record it, and that's just a whole load of fucking hassle. So, I may be, I don't know where they're going to take this and what they're going to do with it, but I may be forced to take down the video in question. So we may have to go off and look for another torture sheepdog. But I just wanted to, say, like, and let you guys know, like, if the video does disappear, and the reason why there hasn't been a second in the series is because I don't want to release a whole load of videos, even if they do comply with their YouTube guidelines, because I don't know how they're going to react, and I'm just a little bit worried that they're going to make a big deal out of this, and basically cause a pain for me. So basically, what I'm waiting for now is I'm waiting for them. They're very like, they have this very veiled, threatening manner when they've been messaging me. Basically, like, if you don't comply, we will take steps, and all this kind of thing. And one thing they said, I said to them, if I take my video down, I'll have to tell my viewers why, and they said, we understand you might need to tell the subscribers why, so it would probably be best to tell them the truth and say that your video did not follow the guidelines requested by the developer, kind of implying that I was going to lie and be like, oh, these developers are mean and all this kind of thing, which I don't particularly feel like they're mean. I feel like they're being a little bit bullying and threatening, but I don't feel like that. It's understandable to want guidelines for your game. Like things like including the store link, but telling people they can only upload 2 videos a week is a little bit preposterous. And all of the YouTubers I've seen who've done this game have not complied with the 2 videos a week thing. They released them pretty solidly. So and yeah, the other thing I'm waiting to hear back from them is basically, they didn't tell me why they didn't enforce their guidelines with other YouTubers. Maybe they did and the YouTubers ignored them and they didn't do anything about it. Maybe they just didn't know about all of them, but they one of these guys is massive, so they must have known about that. So yeah, I'm just waiting for them to reply on that. So basically, hopefully this will come to nothing, and what we're going to do is we'll probably just move on to another game. We'll find something else, something with less tits, I guess. And we'll go on from there. So yeah, basically this is just to let you guys know that unless they message me and basically go carry on, do whatever you like, as long as you keep the store link in and you know, etc. Also, I just want to say on the community guidelines, the pure fact that they're like gameplay videos only, that means you can't do reviews. It seems a bit dodgy to me. Like the whole thing seems a bit dodgy to me. I don't know. Maybe it's common practice to slap down guidelines on people, but like I bought the game. You know, I've suffered enough. I played it for 30 minutes. Anyway, so there you go, guys. We'll probably be moving on to another game. So I am sorry about that because you know you guys did give me the you know kind of requested number of views and likes in 24 hours, but I don't feel safe carrying on doing it because I reckon it will piss them off more and they may start being difficult. So anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble for a little bit, guys. Hopefully soon I'll figure out what we're doing for the next Let's Torture Sheepdog. Keep your eyes peeled. You know, until then, check out my other videos and, you know, other people who do whatever you like. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.